Well guys, welcome back to another extremely humid day here on Zach's workshop. Today, we're going to be putting a seat in this thing. And seat, window bar, bumper, hood, spray foam. So let's go take a look at the seat pattern inside this thing. So it's a pretty flat mounted seat. This one here just looks like it has 2 bolts in the back and then it goes to there. It doesn't look like there's any bolts up there. Let's go see what we can get. So we have this seat right here. Seat belt's built into it. It's not into the seat here. Not a bad looking seat. Center console, cup holder. Let's go see what else we got. So we have these Chevy ones. That looks just about the same. They look a little bit easier. Are they power? No, guys, I think I'm going to use this Chevy one. And hopefully the seatbelt works. If not, we'll figure something out. Okay, let's take this seat out. We have the seat securely mounted with Toyota Camry rear trailing arm bolts. We got the Dakota seatbelt mounted over here. So seat's in. Let's move our attention to the bumper. So this one here is going to be running at like a junk run pro truck kind of rule. Let me get some light in here. It's been nice and cool in here all day. So I figured I should open the door to let the heat in. There we go. There we go. So my plan is to mount a tubing bumper. So we're going to get rid of this and maybe even just notch it back a bit. I don't know. We'll have to see. So let's get started and get this front end set up for a bumper. Well, I know you guys love the tubing bumpers, so we're going to start welding this tubing bumper on right here, and then we're going to weld our plates on to help hold it stay on, and yeah, I'm kind of excited. This one tubing bumper right here I actually got from a buddy that used to derby quite a bit, and he slowly got out of it, and I just had to cut off some little brackets here. There was on a Chevy, I think, or an Explorer, I don't know. And we're going to weld this thing on, and then we're going to run some 9-wire and put our plates. So let's get welding.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life. I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, put your hand to the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel?
Well guys, we got the front bumper put onto this truck. And did put the welder into overload a couple times. But you know what? It's done. I think I melted the body mounts just a bit. I was hoping to have this thing done today, but it doesn't really look like it. Before I hear 100 comments saying this stuff's flammable, it's okay. I don't plan on catching on fire. So I didn't get as much done as I wanted to get done. Just like using up the rest of the can. I paid for the can. I want to use the entire can. Even if it's not doing anything, I still just want to use it. But I didn't get as much done as I wanted to do. Kobe. But that's the way it always is, boys and girls. We did get quite a bit done today. We got the rear bumper all done. That was on yesterday's video, but I did that today. We got the rear area all done. I got the driver's seat in it today. I got the bumper welded on. And I actually got some 9-wire on it too. I did that because the welder went into overload and turned off. So quite a bit done, I think. Little bits left to do. Gotta tie this door shut, a window bar. I cut one hole in the hood, but then I dropped my grinder and couldn't get the other hole in the hood. So we only have one hole in the hood. You know what, it honestly might be enough. We still got to drill the holes for the seat belts and 9-wire in the front. So there's still quite a bit we got left to do. Cut the other hood, window bar, 9-wire the driver's seat, 9-wire the grill. Sorry, I kind of think I lost where I was with the phone call. Some more 9-wire on the bumper, pull off some wheel weights, good battery, seat belt through the hood. By golly, I think we got it after that. So make sure you guys come back and we'll finish off this Dakota, and then we have a surprise coming into the shop. And I think this is going to be the year of Zach not building just Toyota Camrys. I think I built the Camry wagon that was all messed up, but I just kind of patched it up to run it, and then I built the Avalon for the US. And what car did I take the list tool? I can't even remember what car I took to... Oh, I took that 2003 Camry, which is technically a new Camry to me, so it's not it's a new car. So technically I've only built 2 cars that I'm super comfortable with this year. The Dakota I'm not comfortable with. The Subaru, I did one, but it's still a giant learning experience. The new body Camry, never done one before, so that was a giant learning experience, but I ended up selling it. But and now I'm going to bring another car in that I haven't built one since, geez, it's been 10 years. Nope. It's been, I built one. It wasn't one of these, but it was the same chassis, so it was a little different, but same concept. And it was Beaton, Lindsay, Bolton. I ran it, and that was, I believe, 2017. So you're talking quite some time ago. So thanks for watching, guys. How you guys liking the Dakota build? It's pretty stock. I do have square tubing, so it is going to run a kind of like a pro stock class, but I ain't got no cage. I ain't got no box folded over. I ain't got nothing fancy. I'm running factory rear end. I'm running factory steering shafts, everything. So what do you guys think of it? If you like stuff like this, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys are thinking. And thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you back here tomorrow. See you back here Monday on Zach's Workshop.